Buy the speed potion cauldron as soon as you can from your house shop and start to stock up on it so that you'll always have a very large number of it for free from then on. Each time you re-getting in the game, use as many as needed to increase your speed to be able to get around the map and complete tasks quicker without having to waste any time on going to different locations. The speed potion by far is the most convenient means of fast travel in the game, since vehicles can't enter indoor spaces and many of them are too hard to stir in some areas of the game. Use the portals that are already in the game and available to all players through their backpacks or inventory menu. Take some time to familiarize yourself with the entire map of the game so that you know where different places are, and also to memorize which places with portals will be closer to your destinations. The gift shop portal is probably the most useful one of the portals, since it takes you to about the middle of the map, which will get you close to many different areas such as the school that's right beside it, along with the hot spring area and the hospital. As I am making this video, the food store is the closest to the camping area. However, the map and the areas where you can complete the tasks had changed a few times before, so you do need to do your own research at any given time to spot the nearest portals to your destinations. The tasks that are shown in orange usually give more money to you when they're completed, so preferably try to complete them before the blue-colored tasks. The orange tasks also do have time limitations, and if you don't complete them, after a while they will disappear, whereas the blues ones stay until you complete them. When you use many speed potions, controlling your avatar's movements and steering it does become harder, and at the same time the game seems to have a glitch right now where if you move towards the two sides of the tunnel, it doesn't teleport you to the other side of it and you enter a green and gray area and will need to go back a bit and run into the white area of the tunnel again, which does take time and can slow the flow of your gameplay. So to make sure you won't run into that glitch, always use the middle of the tunnel for it to teleport you properly to the other side end without wasting any of your time. Among your needs, you can fulfill all of them for free and with the basic equipments the game will give you, except for your thirst need. At the beginning you can take your pet to the school building where there are free food and water bowls for pets and complete their needs there. For yourself, you can either use the free apples at the school or free marshmallows at the campsite, and I highly recommend the marshmallows since for them one click will complete your need for food, but for apples you do need to click on one of them 5 times instead. Your own drink is probably the only thing that you sadly won't get any free options for. The best and most economical drink to buy is lemonade from lemonade stands of other players, provided they are priced at $1 and only $1 adopt me $1. One lemonade will be enough to complete your thirst need for once, but you do need to click on it 5 times. If you couldn't find $1 lemonade, you can go to the food store and buy bottled water priced at $1, but sadly, bottled waters only fulfills 4 parts of your 5 parts of thirst, and you will end up needing 2 of them to complete one thirst task. As time passes, get food and water bowls from your house shop for your pet, which will allow you to complete your pet's thirst and hunger tasks immediately and for free from then on in your own house. The game offers a $300 water container in the house shop too, but sadly, due to a glitch, the cup that is needed for you to be able to drink from it for free will disappear as soon as you log off after one session, and since Roblox has connection issues, buying the water container is not really economical. Once you get to marshmallows or apples or $1 lemonades, stock up on them as much as you can. The $1 lemonades will stay in your inventory even if you log off, but the free items like the golden apples, red apples, and marshmallows will disappear from your inventory each time you log off the game. Also, lemonades priced at $0 will not stay in your inventory either. The apples and marshmallows also have a limit in your inventory, and you're not going to be able to store more than 30 of them in each gaming session, so if the related tasks for hunger and thirst haven't shown, don't use them because that will waste them. Also, if you ended up playing long enough to run out of all of them, you can leave and then reconnect to the server and it will again let you grab and save 30 of each of these free foods in your inventory. Be a kid. Kids and pets have their needs show up more often, and completing those tasks will give you money. Adults don't seem to have that many needs that often in Adopt Me's. Purchase the money tree after a while from the house shop. The money tree is not cheap, but you are only allowed to get 100 from money trees each day. The tree also generates them very slowly and in units of 8 each time, so you will have to be in the game for a while if you wanted to get all $100 of it each day. Daily logins in this game will give you a variety of different things from stars to pets to gifts and so on. Try to keep your daily login streaks. The game allows 2 logins to be used if you log in twice a day, but won't give you any login points the day after that, so just in case you couldn't get in the game for one day, you can do it twice the day before that. Try to actively memorize and remember what some sequences of tasks are like to be able to respond to them as fast as possible. For example, usually the sequence for camping in this game that will give you more money than many other sequences if you complete all of them in time is like this: camping task, then sleeping task, then shower task, then the hospital task, then another orange task. In case you weren't at home when sleeping task comes up, you can complete that in the school where there are pet beds that kids also can use, or in the nursery or in the hospital. Personally, I have not seen any differences in the kinds of pets and the frequency of the tasks. However, I think if you are someone who is starting to get bored and fed up with the robotic grinding and gameplay of this game, it might give you more focus if you equip pets who will grow quicker, meaning common pets, since you will see them fully grown sooner and will feel a sense of achievement sooner than that might be the case with legendary pets, for example. This is kind of obvious when you're trying to grind, but still, just as a reminder, do your best to spend your money as little as possible. So don't purchase any houses, especially since the basic house that the game gives you for free is by far the best option for grinding and taking care of tasks quickly. And don't waste your money on any vehicles either, since the speed potion, if you used many of it, can make you move even faster than a car and gives you way more freedom of movement than any other vehicle in the game. Use of private servers or servers of your trusted friends. Usually in public servers there are tons of distractions. There are bullies and scammers and rude people, and you more than likely will end up having to wait around until one person takes care of their tasks before you get to complete yours, especially in places like the campsite. In a private or less crowded server you won't get distracted or held up or bumped into or carried without your permission, and you generally will be able to be faster in completing your tasks. If you have been on Adopt Me, you already know that people will arrange house sales sometimes where they sell some of their pets or items for a lot cheaper than the eggs. Their prices usually range from $10 to $150. These sales are good opportunities for you to get the pets you want for a reduced price. However, scamming is a massive and very likely problem with these sales, and aside from that, chances of you being able to buy an item that's any higher ranked than rare is very little. So you do need to make sure scamming won't happen and to expect to get lower ranked items from these sales. If you wanted to not risk your money at all, I do recommend completely ignoring these sales. If not, I highly recommend you to also watch the video I uploaded about how to avoid getting scammed in Adopt Me, where I explained about some do's and don'ts related to these house sales as well. If you are playing in a public or crowded server, focus and don't get distracted by trade offers or people chatting in the chat box, since that can slow you down. 0. Avoid bullies and toxic players and beggars. If you are on public servers, they will all waste a lot of your time and energy and slow your progress. If they were bothering you, you don't have to listen to what they have to say. You can just walk away, or if you've been paying attention and taking speed potion, just dash away from them. As you play, you will get some more money. If you wanted to optimize your grinding speed, you can buy only the absolute basic things you'll need to complete tasks faster and easier. For example, the piano is an alternative to the playground, and you and your pet can both complete your need for playing by playing the piano in your own home. You can also add another basic cheap crib to your house to take care of your sleeping need at the same time your pet is also sleeping. Same with the shower. Arrange your basic home in a way where you can stand in the middle of the room and complete the tasks without moving much. For example, you can bring the shower in the living room and arrange that, and the piano and the pet food bowl and the pet water bowl and your cribs in a semicircle with you in the middle of them. Real life tips. Similar to what you can do in the game to maximize your grinding speed, there are some minor things you can try in real life as well, such as multitask. Since the speed of Adopt Me gameplay and money making and pets growing up is extremely slow, expecting to spend many hours a day just playing this game sounds extreme and not practical. So you can try multitasking, especially since usually in between the tasks there are gaps of time where you just have to wait in the game for the next task to pop up. Depending on your schedule and your own preference and level of concentration, you can have this game running on a device nearby and go about your day, and when the game tasks pop up you can complete them quick and carrying on like that. If you find this constant shift of attention irritating, you can also try to leave bigger gaps between the times you come back so that many tasks have piled up, and take care of all of them at once. Use portable and easily used devices to play this game on that you could take with you to places where you might be having some free time to play, instead of limiting yourself to a desktop computer that can't be easily carried around. Try your best to use an internet connection that would offer decent connectivity so that the chances of you getting disconnected by accident would be minimized. Always keep in mind that this is a game and the pets are digitally generated images, and if you feel like playing this game and making as much money as possible and it is becoming an obsession to you, or playing it is becoming a burden to you or harming your grades or other activities of your day, stop spending so much time on it. This is a game online with no real end or objective and no completion and no real contribution to your learning. Like all other games, it is meant to give you joy, not to make you feel poor or feel upset in how successful you think you are in the game. Has no connection to how successful you'll be in real life, so take the game as it is, a game. Warnings. Do not scam. Do not use hack or hacking tools. Do not trust questionable people who claim to know ways to immediately and instantly get rich in Adopt Me. Be careful not to get scammed or your kindness taken advantage of. Do not sell anything that the game gives you for free at the beginning, such as the initial furniture. It won't give you any money if you sold them, and you could still use them to complete tasks. Do not trust people when they ask you to grind together as their kid and say, after we made a lot of money I will give you half the money, since they can easily leave the game and scam you and take your money. Do not spend long hours playing this game just to make money on it. Do not let greed and temptations make your decisions for you in this game, or in life in general.